I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. Spiritually, spiritually speaking, spirituality woke up the fire inside of me. It woke up that fighter again. It woke up that person that was willing to go to competition and win. It reminded me of how I started my life and what I need to get back to not only survive but thrive. Fighting for myself day after day, putting that fire back in my soul, putting that inspiration back in my soul, re-waking up the person that I thought was dead and gone, and bringing him back to life and bringing him back better than ever. And now, because of that, I'm stronger than I've ever been. I'm comfortable, strong spiritually, and I'm strong physically and mentally again. It reminded me of the reason why I started doing stuff in my life from the beginning. And it reawoken that fight that was deep down in me that I thought was gone. It let me know that it's not gone anywhere. I just had to dig in myself and find it again. And now that I'm alive again, I'm never gonna die again. I'm never gonna let myself go down to that negative place and be that negative person again. I'm back to fighting and living and enjoying life, fighting for it every day, showing the world my passion, showing the world my desire, showing the world my growth, and feeling comfortable in my soul that I'm back to fighting and forgiving and loving and just living life and happy being alive every day. Feeling like I'm getting more alive every day I wake up. Having fun, testing my energy in ways that I may or may not may or may not should do. But I'm learning more about myself on the spiritual journey. Figured out who I was, figured out why I do what I do, figured out what I needed to change to feel accomplished in my life and feel like I understand where I'm going in my life and figure out my figure out and put everything together, and now I know what's gonna keep me going. That ability to fight and be challenged and master my abilities and forgive everything so I can continue to grow as a human being. And that's why I forgive things, because when I was younger, I wanted to be right so bad that being right was the most thing I cared about. It was the only thing I cared about. Now I understand that to truly heal, you have to accept whatever you do. And now that I've healed and I've accepted everything, my growth is the most important thing to me. Like whatever I have to admit to continue my personal growth and feel better on a spiritual level so my spiritual gift can grow, that's what I'm willing to do. And before, me proving my point was so important, I didn't want to grow. I locked myself into a space of life where I had to be right, and that's all that mattered. But now I feel like my growth is way bigger than any personal issue I may have had with anybody or anything. I don't care about being right. I don't care about being the one that got something over or got something to be right. I just care about my self growth and my self development. And that's the most important thing. So I'll admit whatever I have to admit at whatever point in time I was so I can get over it and feel my spirit and my soul grow. And I continue to elevate myself spiritually and physically. That's all I care about. And that to me shows incredible self growth as a human being and incredible self growth as a person. Because I used to have too much pride to admit anything to grow. I used to hold on to my selfish feelings and not admit anything because I wanted to be like I was selfish to myself. It's like I was internally punishing myself for something I didn't do. I don't know why I had that mentality, but now I'm out of it and I'm willing to admit anything as long as it betters myself and helps my spiritual growth. I'm willing to admit anything just to get over it so I can become a better person and continue my self growth and continue my spiritual power. It's all I'm concerned about. It's all I care about. It's all I'm willing to admit to. If anything, if it helps my growth, I will admit to it because I'm just trying to continue that and continue my spiritual journey. It's all I care about. It's like whatever got to come out of me for me to continue to grow on that path, whether it be anger, frustration, whatever. For me to continue that journey is worth it. I'll admit whatever, I'll say whatever, even if it's my anger coming out of me. I'm not holding nothing back because nothing is more important than that journey to me. And whatever I got to do to continue to feel this good and continue to make my spiritual strides in my life is what I'm going to do, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion from my spiritual journey and how I see my process. Nothing is bigger than the spiritual process. Whatever I got to do to keep it going is what I'm going to do. Whatever emotion I got to confront and admit and overcome, I know I got the strength to do it and I got the strength to say it. So I'm willing to do it and say it if it means keeping the journey going. It means staying in my best health and best possible physical and spiritual condition I've ever been in. It's gonna get said and it's gonna get did. That is my promise to you guys and my promise to myself, in my opinion. But that's my opinion though, from my personal spiritual experience.